you can see me. My name is Peter Gitao. I'm the General Manager for Elite Innovations. Elite Innovations is an agribusiness company that mostly deals with trying to eradicate post-harvest losses. Our bags are useful up to between 3 to 5 seasons. We say that because depending on where any farmer is doing his farming, we have different types of seasons. The bag has been proven to work. It's a bag that has been tested by Calro that does the testing, the efficacy test. It's a very aggressive test. Our bags preserve the moisture, but after drying, they preserve whatever moisture was left in that maize. Therefore, you get to avoid so many things. Aflatoxin, you can't get any aflatoxin. With our bags, you get to save a lot. In the end, if you're considering using our bag and you want to use it for up to 5 years, you end up saving the amount of money you would have used for pesticide dust. Basically, hermetic means no air. It's a technology that was developed by Purdue University in West Africa, and initially the technology was developed for cowpeas. And later on, after so many tests, we got to realize that this technology can be applied for other cereals, including maize, including beans, so long as it's dried well enough. Our bags ensure that no air, like the OTR, the oxygen transmission rate, is very low. In cases where, say, your maize was infested with weevils maybe in the shamba, it takes at least 3 days to kill them, and anything that was inside there dies because they lack oxygen. This is an Elite bag. We normally call it a 3-layer bag. Reason because it comes with an outer bag, a WPP bag. This is the normal gunia like people use for storage. That is when they're using pesticide. And then it comes with 2 inner liners, one and a second one. And this is how they look. We also provide 3 pieces of twine. Mostly because if you're planning to store your cereals for a long time, we don't want you to puncture these liners. The twine are meant to be used to tie this. Essentially, how you use these bags is that you store your maize in the very first liner inside. You tie it using one of the twine. Then after that, you always have to make sure like you expel all the oxygen inside, all the air inside. You just expel from the bag up to where the level of the maize is, or the level of the cereal is. So you just make sure you expel everything. It's normally very easy. It's like a very easy process. It's just about tying that, and use the twine to tie. The same thing happens to the second liner. You do the same thing. Expel all the oxygen, all the air, then tie. What happens, what's special with our bag, as I'd mentioned, is that the oxygen transmission rate is very low. So once you expel all the air inside, the weevils or the insects cannot get any air from anywhere else. Nothing will come from outside to the inside. So if they are inside, they are going to die, definitely, within 2 or 3 days maximum. The second thing is, like as I had mentioned, that in some areas like the eastern region, we have very aggressive types of weevils, the low-grain borer, and they are able to puncture through so many things. If you were to try and test one of these liners for a puncture test, you can even use a pen, but you'll find that they stretch out. Our liners will stretch out. They don't puncture as easily. It stretches out for a very long time before eventually being punctured. And even if you try to pull it, it doesn't tear easily, because essentially we're trying to make sure that even weevils from outside or insects from outside cannot get in easily. They cannot puncture the liner. Your cereal is safe for the longest time possible. And we always make sure also that these liners are sealed tightly at the bottom. The seals here are normally airtight, so nothing can come in also from beneath, and it cannot tear as easily. It doesn't. The seal, this only tears out, but still, you see, it's still intact. It doesn't open. The seal doesn't open up. Our bags have been tested by Calro, which is a government institution, and even after that, they normally have to go through tests by the Kenya Bureau of Standards. And you'll notice that all our liners come with actually a KEBS logo, meaning that they've actually been tested and approved. This makes sure, it ensures that you eat food that's clean and free from pesticide. Our liners or our bags are used for longer periods of time. These are bags that you can use for between 3 to 5 years. And that's the same reason why these are bags that are approved for production by NEMA, because they are as much as they are plastics that can be used time and time again. Elite also produces and distributes silage bags. As you can see, they are normally very huge. It's the dimensions are 1 meter by 2.5 meters long. The uses of a silage bag are mostly to store fodder for your dairy cattle. This normally ensures it simply works almost the same way as the hermetic bags. Even this is airtight. It reduces the water vapor from outside and also reduces the oxygen transmission rate. What it does is it carries out the fermentation process by making sure that all the nutrients from the fodder remain inside. This is unlike maybe traditional storage methods. If you were to leave hay or leave fodder outside, the aeration and the drying ensures that you lose the nutrients from this. So using the silage bags, within 2 or 3 days, you make sure that you maintain all the nutrients inside. So the silage bag comes with 2 colors. The inside is normally black and the outside white. The black color inside, it just ensures that the heat inside remains inside. And the white color outside ensures that the fodder does not absorb heat from outside. This is because that you want to keep only heat inside so that the fermentation can happen in a slow manner. Contact us on our website on www.eliteinnovations.co.ke or visit our warehouse off Wayakiwe on Mohori Road. And to get our bags, to get all our solutions for your poison-free grain storage, visit any agrovet near you, any dairy cooperative, and ask for an Elite bag.